What's up, YouTube? This is Spade here, and today I'm bringing you guys a pretty interesting Pokemon Online battle. Cause look at the team preview. Yes, my opponent is using my team. This is actually my latest match that I had like a couple days ago when I was last playing on a PO, and I was using the random battle finder on the Smogon server. And I come across this guy who is using my team, and I don't want to really say that I'm mad, but I'm not really flattered either. But of course, since he's copying me, I really want to see who the better man is, and I guess I'm just a tiny little bit mad, so I do want to kick his ass for using my team. But most importantly, I do want to see how skilled this guy is. Since he's using my team, I kind of want to put his skills to a test. And without further ado, let's just jump right into the match right in a sec. There we go. Ha! So, we both lead off with Landorises, of course. And I just go for a U-turn. I don't actually have to risk the speed tie because I'm not running HP Ice. So, even if he has it, you know, I will get out of the dodge. But anyways, I go into my Vaporeon, pretty much the safest option to take whatever he has since I'm a physical wall. And I'm pretty sure he's not gonna switch out, so I actually pull a double switch into my Lantern as he goes into his Lantern. And that's like, wow. He actually has Protect, so I guess he's running at least a bit different set that I am. I'm not running Protect on mine, but I go for another Toxic. He predicts that nicely, goes into his Scizor. And he actually outspeeds me, so apparently he's running like a bit more speed EVs compared to the standard Scizor's 8, so he's able to outspeed me. But I just go for a safe score. I was thinking I would be faster, so I might get the burn, and I could take a hit anyways. But he goes into his Heatran, his Balloon breaks, and I'm actually going to switch out of there because my Lantern is kind of low on health, so I go into my Vaporeon. But he pulls a double switch into his Vaporeon, and he actually goes for the Toxic, and I think I went for the Wish. Yes, and the Toxic doesn't really bother me too much because I do have Heal Bell on this Lantern, as you may know. So I'm actually just going to use the Wish and get pretty much all of my health back. And I'm not really sure how the Wish mechanics are like work on this PO preview thing, because I only received like 50% of my health. So there's like a bit of an issue with that, I have noticed. But try to just ignore that. But anyways, my Lantern takes a hit from Latios. I go for Volt Switch and then go into Landorus. U-turn out of there, go back into my Lantern as he goes into his Vaporeon. And I think I just go for the Heal Bell to get rid of the Toxic on Vaporeon. And he just goes for a Toxic again, but that's gonna be pretty much a wasted effort as I can just get rid of it. But getting rid of the Toxic on my Vaporeon is gonna be more important because it's gonna be supporting the whole team with the Wish. But anyways, I go for Volt Switch, in comes Scizor, I go into my Heatran. I'm just gonna play it safe and go for the Fire Blast in case he wants to stay in and kill me with Super Power, but he actually goes into his Heatran. But I have already broken his Balloon, so he can't really do anything to me, and I have my Balloon. So I go for the Stealth Rocks now. He goes into his Landorus. I'm gonna switch out of here because I don't want to lose my Balloon. Not just yet, you know. Heatran on a Balloon, I must keep it. So I just go into my Vaporeon. He actually goes for a Brick Break and then switches into his Lantern again. And I just make another Wish, and I think, what do I pass it on? To my own Lantern. Of course I would. But he actually goes for the Volt Switch, so he's even going to give me more health back. So didn't really matter because the Wish would have recovered me back to full anyways. And do I just go for the Heal Bell again, or yes I do, just to get rid of the Toxic that might be racking up later. Although Lantern usually isn't staying in too long because usually it's just Volt Switching out. But I'm gonna go into my Vaporeon. He U-turns. We both kind of have issues to get the momentum going on for our teams because we are, you know, running the same teams. But anyways, in comes the Scizor. I'm just gonna scout for it. what he's gonna lock himself into, and he actually goes for Pursuit. Works pretty good, because now that means I can easily just stay in and go for, I think I just go for the safe Scald, but he predicts that it goes back into his Vaporeon. But then again, you know, this battle isn't really going anywhere. We are still at 6-6 at this point, because we have it. This was like the really interesting match, because I basically know every set. Well, besides his Lantern, because he's like running some toxic stalling stuff with Protect, and I don't have Protect. But basically, I do know everything that he has, and that made the battle pretty interesting. But still, we both had issues to get the momentum going on. And basically I just missed a bunch of turns, but I was trying to Fire Blast the Scissor. He of course goes back into Vaporeon. I'm on the other hand just gonna go back into my Lantern, because I know I can wall him, and I'm just gonna go for the safe Volt Switch. In case he goes back into that Scissor, I will at least get the switch advantage going on, but he actually stays in, and since I'm pretty sure he's not gonna Scald Lantern, I just go into my Scissor. Pretty safe play here. And now I can just go for a U-turn, and he actually switches into his Latios. Not really sure what he was expecting. Like, Superpower would have been pretty random. So there we go. I get the first KO of the day. He loses his expert belted Latios, for that matter. Already proved that with the Psychic earlier. And anyways, in comes his Lantern. I go into my own Lantern. He tries to Volt Switch. I say no to that, so I block it with my Volt Absorb, and I go for the Scald. I was kind of expecting the Scissor to come in, because it already did earlier, but this does actually give me a chance to go for the Toxic, since he actually went directly into his Vaporeon, and he does want to make a wish. And he's just gonna go into his Landorus to receive that wish, as I go for the Heal Bell. I seriously thought I had everything already healed from Toxic and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the PO recording going crazy or something. I seriously don't remember. I'm sorry. Anyways, in comes the Landorus, goes for the U-turn again. I go into my Vaporeon to take anything he has. But indeed, he U-turns into his Scissor. He actually goes for the Superpower this time. I'm actually just gonna try to go for the Scald Burn. I seriously should have just protected again, but oh well. Since he's locked into Superpower though, I'm actually just gonna switch into my Latios, but he actually makes a switch into his Lantern. But I do carry the Energy Ball that most Latioses don't, but I actually don't have any other Grass type moves, so it does work pretty good for this team. I already have a couple other guys with a Water type move, so I figured, I don't really need Surf too often. Although, I've heard bitching about that. Usually standard Scissor, blah 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 blah. But I don't really care. I've been actually using that standard Latios too, with the Surf and all the other moves, but I've been kind of just switching it up. But anyways, we have Heatran versus Heatran, and he finally goes for his own Stealth Rocks. Finally, after like 38 turns, wow. And here I was kind of expecting that he might go back into Landorus to take the Earth Power, so I went for the Eden Power Ice, but he actually goes into his Vaporeon. But Toxic is racking up on him, so it's fine. And I'm just gonna go into my own Vaporeon to block his Scald, get a bit of HP back, go make a wish, and he actually goes for the Toxic, then switches out, I would think, because the Toxic is racking up, and he goes into his own Lantern as I go for the Ice Beam, and from this range it actually takes him out, because Vaporeon, does have that pretty good natural special attack, so that is awesome. The second KO of the day. Finally, this battle was actually pretty long. But anyways, in comes Landorus. I go into my own Landorus because I kind of wore my own Landorus unless he has the HP Ice, and so far he hasn't shown it. And he actually goes for EQ. I go for U-turn since he's locked in and most likely is going to switch out. And that is the case. And I'm just gonna bring out Heatran on a balloon. And I think I go for the Earth Power on the switch. Yes, I do. I nail his Heatran finally. Boom, down he goes. So 3 pokes down, 3 more to go from the fake team. and he goes into his Vaporeon. Don't want to stay in against that thing, so I go into my Lantern again. I think I go for the Heal Bell again for like the 4th time or something, because I do want to get rid of the Toxic on my Vaporeon. Yes, I do. But he actually makes a good play again and goes into his Scizor. I really should have just switched it out. I would have got rid of this Scizor, but then again, you know, I have some options for it, so I go into my Landers, because I figure he's, you know, I resist everything else that he could go for. Like, if he goes for Bullet Punch, he's not gonna go for Bullet Punch, and then Superpower and U-turn I can take. But anyways, I'm gonna U-turn again. He goes into his own Landers. I go into my Vaporeon to wall him. I think I also make my own Wish on the next turn, pretty much the safest move. He goes into his own Vaporeon, which is really taken down with the Stealth Rocks and the Toxic racking up. And indeed, I went for the Wish, and I'm probably just gonna pass it to something else. Yes, I go into my Landers, because I was pretty sure that against my Vaporeon, he would not use you know, Ice Beam or Surf, or if he doesn't make a prediction. And so far he's kind of being cornered here, so most likely he's not gonna do that. And I'm just gonna go for my U-turn again. He does protect, but you know, Toxic is only racking up, so it doesn't really bother me too much. And now he's actually, you know, switching out, realizing that the Toxic is really starting to do a lot to him. And I'm just gonna go into my Latios. I'm pretty sure I can still take one hit from him, mostly, you know, of course, the Bullet Punch. So I just go for the Hidden Power Fire, just the safest move. But now he's in a range where my Energy Ball will easily take him out. So finally, only 2 pokes left, and he goes into his Landers. I guess at this point I could just stay in, but you know, I kind of want to, you know, try to keep the 6-0 if possible against this Copycat dude who is using my team. So go into Vaporeon, take a hit. He goes into his Scizor, and I'm just gonna go for the Protect right here, just to scout what move is he going to lock himself into. Then I can again switch accordingly to that, and I go into my Landers. Already got a nice little Wish earlier, so again I can take hits. This is exactly, you know, how this team works. Vaporeon was able to do really good support for my team, and I'm actually just gonna lock myself into Stone Edge. That should pretty much win me the game if I'm just able to hit and win the possible speed tie, which I do here. So I take out his Landorus with my Landorus. That is how the battle began, with Landoruses, and that is how it just ended. So that was the game. Hope you guys enjoyed, and fake team for the lose. And that was, yeah, that was actually a 6-0, and there you can see a little text. You got rocked like a hurricane. I should probably change that by winning text right there. GG, I feel bad for taking your team now, sad face. Oh, but indeed, that was kind of a funny match. Never really had to face my own team with the same team that you know, I've been using myself. But yeah, that was that. No hard feelings against the guy. I didn't really mind too much if people really want to use my teams, but if I'm facing my own teams on a PO, of course that is going to rise my competitive spirit to the max, and I'm gonna play super seriously for realsies, and that is pretty much what happened here. And you know, it was kind of funny, you know, it was a 6-0, but this match still lasted for like 60 turns, because neither of us were really able to get our momentum going on. But you know, my opponent, you know, little by little made few mistakes, which in the end led to his doom. And also, I think one of the important thing was that I was able to toxic his Vaporeon, which is the main support for the team. And you know, eventually with a lot of heavy hits and Stealth Rocks and the toxic racking up, I was able to take it down and then just go from there, and he wasn't able to, you know, support the rest of his team. And in the end, I was able to pick them up one by one and destroy everything. But indeed, that was the match. Actually, I've been thinking about this team. I was thinking that I could possibly do some sort of like an RMT, or not really an RMT, but it's just kind of a preview, overall preview of this team, and talk about this team, like how it works and how I made it, and talk about the sets and moves and the synergy that it has. Like, I think Scott, like, I think he made one on his one of his NU teams a while ago, where it was like just like an overview over his team. He talked like a half an hour of the NU team he made. I was thinking I could do, you know, that kind of thing on my team. This is like, this OU team is like one of the few serious teams that I've made. Usually I just use just random stuff I pick from my boxes, but I actually put a lot more thought into this one, and I've been using it for, you know, quite many months already. So you know, it doesn't really even hurt too much if I would, you know, if I would just talk about it. I don't really have to, you know, care about counter teaming. Usually when I battle on Wi-Fi, I first try to have a bunch of matches, then I just dump the team, then I post the matches, because usually it's like kind of boring when people already know what I'm going to do with the team and how it works. But anyways, I could possibly do that kind of team, what should I call it? Team overview, where I would just talk about it. So hopefully some of you guys understood what I was trying to ramble about. So if you did, leave a comment below if you would be interested. But seriously, at this point, I'm just horribly rambling, and I can't really get my train of thoughts right. So I'm just gonna end things here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and that will be all for today. So thank you for watching. This will be all for today. Until next time, this is TheFlamingSpade signing out. Peace.